And we are live on Monday night here in the East Coast. Mark Abrams, along with lightweight Will Madera, who on July 21st will take on Felix Verdejo in a big fight as part of the Top Rank series that's been going on. Will, what's happening?
How you doing, Mark? And I believe it's the 16th. Just to
Oh,
be
the
sure.
16th. Oh, I'm sorry. It's
16th,
the
yeah, yeah.
16th. I don't know why I put the 21st. I got to change that on all my stuff here.
Yeah, okay.
What's been going on?
I've just been preparing myself for this fight. Once I got the call, I was like, I want it, and take it from there.
Yeah. In fact, your promoter Dennis Benoit, he must be watching. he said he said July 16th. So we'll change it. So we know it's July 16th. Taking on Felix Verdejo. Everything been good. So when you got the fight, tell us what your thoughts were when you got the fight opportunity.
The minute I heard the name, I said, "Give me the fight." I didn't think of it. I only took a second. I said, "I want it," and that's how it happened, pretty much.
What do you know about Verdejo?
Oh, I've seen him coming up. Before his fall, his loss, and actually I attended his last fight at Turning Stone.
Okay, and did you ever thought when you're seeing him there that you may cross paths one day?
Yeah, definitely. I didn't see nothing special, and I knew, one day I was gonna get an opportunity to fight him.
This fight coming up in the bubble in the MGM Grand on July 16th. What have you looked at any of these fights that have gone on and see how everything? Obviously, you haven't been in the quote bubble per se, but you see how the fights are going with no attendance. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's funny. It's kind of like a big sparring match, in my opinion. But some people might actually fight better in the environment. Some people are crowd shy. So we'll see.
Obviously, born and bred in Albany, New York. You're in the gym with Amir Rahman and one of your split T stablemates, Abraham Nova. Talk about that. Being in the gym with those two guys, I would imagine you guys all push each other.
Yeah, we push each other. It was first Amir who started off, and I came in about a year or two after. Then Nova came following, and then we all always kept each other sharp throughout the amateurs.
Interesting. What age did you start boxing?
I started at 14.
14. And what got you into the gym?
At first, I was playing football, and during the off season, I was just going to the gym. Oh, got my kids. Yeah, I was going to the gym, and one day my coach asked me if I wanted to fight, and I said, "Hey, I'll give it a try." And ever since then, I stuck with it. Excuse me for a second. I'm sorry. With the kids, man, I could never get a break. What's up? All right, come on, go get it.
You have, I believe you have 6 children.
I got 6, man.
I bet.
I got my clan.
I bet you that keeps you busy.
Yeah.
So we'll segue into that. How much of that? You got 6 kids. You have a lot of mouths to feed. How much motivation is that for you?
Oh, it's a lot of motivation. I want to give them the best. I want to give them a bright future. I want to show them, what it is to enjoy life.
The lightweight division is obviously very crowded. A lot of stuff going on. We're hearing about Lomachenko and Teofimo. We're hearing about Devin Haney maybe fighting Campbell or Emmanuel Taga. Ryan Garcia maybe fighting Emmanuel Taga or Luke Campbell. Devin Haney's there. With a win on July 16th, you could, I know Verdejo wants to throw his name in the hopper there. You can mess up a lot of things for Verdejo and put yourself right in the middle of some pretty lucrative opportunities. Is that the way you see this?
Oh no, you're definitely right. This win will put me in the talks with these guys, and but the lightweight division is stacked right now, so there's plenty of opportunities out there.
A lot has been made. I'm sorry.
No, I was just mentioning, all the names that you said, Tank, is also 135.
Correct.
All these names are available.
Uh, Amateur. I see your amateur record was at 80-15, and you were a local Golden Gloves champion 3 times. That sent you in the thing, and you're obviously you just recently signed with Split Team Management. Talk about that.
Oh yeah, that just happened. I was actually surprised it happened, but I'm grateful for the opportunity by Dave Bigwater. He took an interest in me. He's giving me a shot, and I won't let him down.
A lot's been made over, especially the last 24, 48 hours. I know it's a different sport, but the same concept. You guys like Jorge Masvidal know how closely you followed the UFC and whatnot. He's taking a major opportunity on 6 days' notice, obviously with everything going on with the COVID-19 and guys, taking fights on less than. You're probably used to a 6-8 week camp, possibly. Obviously, this is probably a lot less. What's the mindset there?
Actually, I've taken fights on shorter notice, so I actually had more time to prepare than usual. So I've been on top. I've been training ever since the COVID situation. I've always maintained shape, just in case an opportunity like this will come, and here it is.
How difficult was it to maybe find an open spot, an open space, especially when this thing first started in March?
Oh yeah, it sucks. I mean, I'm still not in the gym. I'm training in the backyard, just running in the morning, or at the park.
I mean, how? I mean, obviously it's not ideal, but I mean, are you able to get what you need done?
Yeah, I was able to. Thank God, because there's other boxers who are locally that were also training, so they were able to help me supplement fight.
Where do you spar? Do you spar in the backyard?
Oh no, actually, I gotta give a shout out to my one of my old coaches, Andy Schott. They actually opened the gym for me just to spar. So
that's I mean, you're lucky you weren't sparring in the backyard. People might as well call the police on you. They see a couple guys beating each other up. Obviously, you fought some on the Broadway boxing circuit, but I guess fans started taking notice on you. Your win over Thomas Matisse that you won on Showbox. To talk about that opportunity.
Yeah, I got that fight. That was on 10 days' notice. I was in the middle of training when they called and they mentioned the name, and I've heard him before and I seen him fight, so I said, "Give me a fight." And the game plan was to first, go to the body and get a lead in the early rounds because I know he would start fading, and that's how I was able to get that unanimous decision.
How important is it? I mean, how important is it to you? Obviously, you guys going to be the only game in town that night. And obviously the Top Rank Series has been pretty much the only live sporting event with the exception of some UFC fights in the United States. Talk about, the spotlight's going to be shined on you and you only.
It's a big opportunity. Even though, given the situation, I'm on a big platform now. And, all eyes on me. And I know my city's going to be supporting and watching.
Do you think, obviously, when Verdejo was coming out of the Olympics, it was a very big deal to sign him. When he signed with Top Rank, it was a big deal. He, fought well, probably over his first 18, 20 fights. His last couple fights, I don't think he's looked that great. Maybe that's it. You've seen that as well. I mean, which Verdejo? You're going to tell me you're obviously going to prepare for the best Verdejo, but do you think he's more? Is he closer to the guy that everyone had high expectations for, or do you think he's more the guy we've seen his last few fights?
I think it's what you said the second time. I think it's the guy we've seen recently. It could be different next week, but I'm going to prepare for the best, and we'll see what he got then.
In a perfect world, you win this fight. You feel that you're, and I know we asked this. I'm gonna ask you this in a different way. That you should be mentioned for a world title fight.
Yeah, I believe, or an elimination. I think I should be in the talks for that. with a victory.
Obviously, from Albany, New York, boxing upstate. You know, some good fighters up there. We mentioned that before, and I know you have a pretty big fan base up there. I mean, how important is it that they won't be there for you? I know I've seen you fight a few times, and you have a good fan base up there.
Yeah, I do. You know, there's a lot of people that actually would have tried to make it down there, but you know, the good thing is it's on TV, so I know they're going to be watching and supporting me.
Gotcha. What do you want to say to the fans out there who, you know, maybe they won't hear from you much before this fight on July 16th? And what do you want to tell the fans out there?
Hey, I just want to tell you, you know, thank you for the support, and I won't let you down. And for the new fans, get ready. You're gonna like what you see.
And last question: where do we find you on social media?
I'm not big on social. I mean, I got Facebook. You can look me up, William Madera Garland. That's where you'll find me. But you know, I got Instagram, but I'm not even on that. Man.
Well,
I'm too old school for that.
Well, the thing is, you're probably gonna get a lot of pings on your phone if you win this fight. Probably gonna gain a lot of new followers on July 16th. Will, we thank you for a few minutes of your time, and we wish you best luck, and we'll talk to you along the way.
Oh, thanks, Mark.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.